Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Chat with Hallee Bridgeman. I'm so happy that you could join me this morning. I hope you have your cup of coffee or cup of tea or whatever it is that you drink in the morning and you're able to sit back and relax and take a few minutes while we talk about my books. And so today's question that I'm answering is, I'm a new reader. Is there more books in the Jewel series? Will there be more books in the Jewel series? And so that's an exciting question for me because I am currently writing the third second generation Jewel series book. And what that means is that my Jewel series is three half sisters, Robin, Maxine, and Sarah. Robin's book in Sapphire Ice, where is her romance between her and Tony, and then Greater Than Rubies is the sequel to that book. It's their wedding. And Emerald Fire is Maxine's book, Maxine and Barry, and then Topaz Heat is Sarah and Derek D'Annunzio. And so people love these books. Hundreds of thousands of readers have consumed these books with passion. And the characters are just the types of characters that you never let go of and you never forget. And so I found people asking for Jewel series, more and more Jewel series. Well, there was only three sisters, and I didn't have any other characters to pull from to keep it in the family, to keep it the Jewel series family. And so I decided what I would do is a second generation series, because the Jewel series is truly a timeless series. There's nothing that truly binds it to any decade. I mean, there are cell phones, but we've had cell phones for 20 years. And so I created the first of the second generation is Christmas Diamond, which is Robin and Tony's son TJ, and it's just a short novella that I wrote as a Christmas gift to the Jewel series fans. I made it free, and it actually reached #1 on all of Amazon when I made it free, the week I made it free. And the story is an introduction to the Virtues and Valor series. I have Faith Green, who is the granddaughter of the pilot in my Flight of Faith book and the Virtues and Valor series. And so I wrote that as a way to introduce the Virtues and Valor series to my Jewel series fans. And then that was so popular, like I said, it went not to #1 in Christian romance, it went #1 to the entire Amazon store. And so I thought, well, that worked. Let me write another one. And so the next book I wrote was Christmas Star Sapphire. It wasn't quite as short. It was a good length, and I released that, I think, 2 years ago. And it was Robin and Tony's daughter, Madeline, and it was her romance. And when she was a college student, when she was working on her master's degree in Mobile, Alabama. And so the next book is what I'm actually currently writing right now. And I wanted to write it now so that my audio guy can go ahead, and Gene Rowley, so that he can go ahead and get the audiobook done, so that when we release this in January, we'll have the audiobook, I'm hoping, I'm praying, working in conjunction with Gene's schedule, the audiobook done, the paperback, and the ebook all released at the same time. And so that's my goal. And so this book will be Barry and Maxine's daughter, Cora. And if you have read any of the Jewel series, second generation, you'll know that Cora was a volleyball player on scholarship at her college. Well, she's an Olympian. And so I'm going to have it after the Rio Olympics. And this book will take place during the Winter Olympics in Seoul. And so I have to release it in January because the Winter Olympics are in February. And if I want to, take part of this whole Olympic time, that's what I'm going to do. And so it's so exciting. I love this book so much because it's fun. Because what I have is Cora, who was this huge sensation. We're having a company that is going to be, I don't know. I have actually, I had a contest on my social media, and I haven't announced the winner yet. But the name of the company is going to be something like Apple, because that's the name. That's the company that I'm modeling, and it's going to be an iPhone, or but not an iPhone, and it'll just be obvious that it is. And Cora and her volleyball partner, her beach volleyball partner, they're like media sensations because this Apple company contracted them to do this social media blitz during the entire Olympics. And they're, Instagramming and live feeds and tweeting and all of this stuff is happening. And they're getting like the highest ratings for volleyball in the Olympic history. And, and an injury gave them the silver. And so, Apple comes back to them and says, we want to do this again. We want to have this fake romance happening because, and this is true over here, the first hockey game for the USA in Seoul is going to be on Valentine's Day. And so over here in the fake fictional world, I have this, fake Apple company saying, we want to have this fake romance between one of you and our captain of our hockey team. And so for the next few months, you each will using your phones and having the social media, take us with you on your journey to the Olympics, and this silver medalist here and this Olympian here. And we want to, except the problem is that Cora does not like this man at all. So she has to pretend to have this romance with him in public on this big social media blitz. And in private, he makes her grit her teeth. And so that's this romance. It's going to be named something like Silver Hearts or, something jewelish-y. And I am so excited. I can't wait I want the time to go faster. I want it to be January and releasing it so that you guys can enjoy it like I have. So yes, there are more Jewel series. The second generations will continue. Cora has a brother, and so we'll have his story. And then we have Sarah and Derek's children as well. So we kind of are getting to explore this world so much more. And for holidays, I will do special novellas. They'll be shorter stories, just like Christmas Diamond and Christmas Star Sapphire, but they'll be fun to constantly have an opportunity to revisit our favorite characters in the Jewel series. So thank you for your question. I'm so happy that you asked it. If you have a question for me or my writing or my books or anything, please look on the sidebar of HallieBridgeman.com and go ahead and click the link to ask me a question, and I will receive it in a Google form and hopefully get a chance to answer it. And November 6th, don't forget, my boys will be with me for a live coffee and chat with Hallee Bridgeman and Scott and Jonathan. And we will be discussing autism. So if you have an autism question to ask me as a parent, Jeb as a brother of someone who has autism, or Scott who has to deal in this world with his filters every day, please don't hesitate to ask us, and we will spend time addressing those questions on November 6th. I'm really looking forward to that, and so are the boys. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless you.